Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nikki, and welcome back to the Wildfire Pack, where we're here with a vengeance. I've taken some time after our last episode to reevaluate and look at what happened, look at who visited our den, and sit on the fact that we were raided by the Templetons and that we now have a curse upon our den. I have lots of plans that I want to move forward with. One of them is moving out of this den. Don't worry, the pups are safe. I sent them inside because I no longer feel safe in this den. We have Cole here, Miss Nisha, and Blaze. So everybody is still doing well. There is some elk scent on the wind, so I am pretty tempted to see just how close that is. I'm not sure if anyone is actually going to want to follow us. We should check and see how hungry our pack mates are. So I would love to have Nisha come and follow. But yeah, so I've taken some time away, some time to think about what happened, and you know, I'm okay. I've taken a moment. I felt really bad because I felt like I definitely failed you guys. Ugh, Cole, you are the cutest. He always wants to come out on every little adventure that Timber goes on. Is that my secondary Hal? I want Nisha to come with. Yeah, double tap H. We got a Blaze. Let's see if we can get Nisha. Anyways, yeah, so we've taken some time to think about some things, and yeah, we're ready. We're ready for vengeance on the Templetons. There is no more messing around on our end, so we're ready. Of course, we still have to take care of our little ones. The agate herd. I feel like the scents literally just changed. That's unfortunate, but yeah, you know, I feel like we're ready. We're ready for some vengeance. And you know, like I was saying, I feel bad because I felt like, you know, I definitely failed you guys in the fact that our pups died. But you know, I've lost so many pups in the past. Like it is just something that happens, and it's really sad. And you know, I've gotten really attached to all of our wolves here, but you know, it is just something that happens, and you gotta watch out for it, and you gotta do your best. But ultimately, you know, we are telling a story here, and you know, we really want to make sure that we have the best pack as possible. So we're just gonna keep going on, keep moving on. We got to be there for our two little ones that we still have, and Blaze and Cole. We got to make sure everybody gets fed and get our revenge on the Templetons. Oh, we do have Nisha. We've got the whole family here. We're very tired. I was hoping those elk were really close by, because they sure smelt really close by. Let's see if we can track these guys down. If we can't, I will probably bring you guys back once we're back with the pups and we have a plan. Oh, we're in the Templeton territory. Yeah, go from there. So I will see you guys back in a moment, and we will get on with the rest of the video. All right, we have found some food, and we are not too far from our den. We're gonna go ahead and do a new scent post here just because we can. We have a packmate injury already. Looks like Cole probably got nailed by one of these elk. Let's go ahead and keep chasing them because they are going in a direction that we want. Let's get some extra damage on this cow elk. Perfect. We've got the whole pack here, so we should be able to get quite a bit of work done. We are pretty tired, but because we've got everybody, I'm hoping that we can get some food fairly near the den. Blaze and Nisha are on it. Let's go ahead and use up our sprint. Again, we're very tired, so we're not going to be able to do too much, but this elk is pretty low health, so Nisha is up on it again. Let's see if we can help. probably not much. There we go. We don't want Cole really doing a whole lot. He gets injured very quickly. And Blaze started that hunt off, so we're very proud of Blaze. There he goes. Let's see if we can help out a little bit. Try and get a little bit of a better bite. Timber's just about useless right now. Okay, Blaze is at 20% health, so we need to woof at Blaze. Okay, Blaze, can we target you somehow? Okay, everybody, hold on. Oh, everybody is in the fray here. I can't target him. I'm just gonna keep woofing. Hopefully he's listening. Okay, we've got this one to stop for a little bit. There we go. Timber can at least get a nice neck bite. Go back onto it. Cole. Cole is also getting really low. Yep, just leave it to us, guys. We can handle it. Got plenty of health. Blaze, get off the get off the elk. Oh my god, I have no stamina. You guys, you need to listen. I can't target them. Maybe it's because I have that? No, I don't know really how to target these guys during a fight. I'm probably gonna need to figure that out. Because they're getting very low on health. But it's okay. We are okay enough. So let's make sure to get this food. We are also going to market. We are in the Templeton territory, but we're not very far from our den. So fingers crossed this will be a carcass we can come back to. And we actually don't want to attract too much attention because if the Templetons do come right now, Blaze and Cole are pretty much dead. So we just need to stay here long enough for Nisha to get her fill, and then we need to get out of here. But I would love to bring this hex down as much as we can. We got a nice meat chunk there so that we can take back for everyone. Spark and Kindle are doing great on their food. We just need Nisha to eat up, and then we will get back with the pups. All right, and we are back with the pups. Hello, hello. Man, our affinity drops really, really far when we are gone for a long time from these guys. But we are back now with everyone. Let's make sure to get that affinity up nice and high, and then we are going to need to sleep. Didn't take too long for while we were gone. And we didn't go too far. We only went right there, and we did do some damage on that hex, which is pretty nice. Our territory, you know, is doing pretty good. Again, the east isn't doing super well, but we've got that blocked off pretty well from Swamp Lake until they start to swing south. But we are really just going to be focusing on the Templetons to the south. And one of my main goals as well is to make sure that we move away from this den. I'm done with it. I'm pretty sure that it has cursed this family. I mean, you know, with our guys, we have enough of a hard time. You know, we only had 2 pups the first year. So it's just, you know, the 4 of us and our little ones, and then one of our grown wolves is a runt. So Cole really doesn't have a whole lot going for him as far as being able to help the family out and defend us. He definitely does his best. You know, he is pretty bold, honestly, and I was looking back at our menu there on the creation screen with Timber, and his slider is actually pretty bold too. I'm sure Nisha's is much more bold than his is, but you know, I know that the pups can inherit personality traits from their parents, so you know, we may have some pretty bold pups. So Perfect. So everybody's just kind of snacking on that meat chunk there. We do need to get some sleep. We have 0 energy. So let's go ahead and plunk down and see where we end up in the morning. And yeah, just kind of get on with the rest of our days. We need Blaze and Cole to heal back up after that hunt. Hopefully they can stay back with some of the pups, and maybe Timber can do a little bit of reconnaissance. Let's do a sniff. I got a really awesome comment reminding me, oh, Cole, you're feeling all confident and making sure that the pups are fed. That is wonderful. But yeah, I got a really awesome comment to make sure to remind me to check the scents when we wake up in the morning, and that will help kind of determine if we should woof the pups back in. I've also seen a really good habit that you can do is just woof the pups in like straight away in the morning, because often you will get attacked in the morning. So let's go ahead and test that out here. Just make sure that the pups are listening well. Looks like everything is all good. How is everyone feeling today? So these guys are full up on food. These guys are in the 80s. Blaze and Cole are in about the 70s, and Nisha. So these boys still have some major injuries that they have to deal with. It looks like Timber is also dealing with a jaw injury, but Nisha is doing fine. And our territory to the north isn't looking super great, but still at least has a line around it. I'm almost tempted to go down south and try to reinforce this and make our way into the Templeton territory. We do have our carcass that we just took down for some extra food should we need it. So let's go ahead and call the pups out so they can spend time with whoever is out here. So there is a bear scent. I'm almost wondering if I should go and investigate that just to make sure it's not a bear invading on us. I don't think that it would be, because I feel like we would have gotten raided by now. Yeah, it looks like everything is fine. Cole, I really do need you to heal, buddy. I wish you would chill, but Cole, we've learned Cole has no chill. So I guess Cole is going to be coming along on this excursion with us. Hopefully we can keep him safe. And we've got Blaze and Nisha back with the pups to make sure everybody is doing good. And yeah, this is just going to be a reconnaissance mission. We need to do everything we can to really secure our territory and go after some Templeton wolves if we can, because we're at that point. We're done with them. Family ties or not. And I was looking back on the footage too. You guys probably already saw it, but the two huge wolves that we really have a vendetta for is Savannah and Chief. So those two were the ones that attacked our pups. And then we also have, I'm just going to do scent markers because I know the direction that we come when we come south, and having it on the border, you know, really near our area is not going to be too bad. So let's go ahead and swing east. But yeah, so we had Savannah and Chief take down our two pups and rip them to shreds, which was absolutely terrible. And then we had Sierra was also in on the raid, and Harbinger was also there. So it was another raid without Callie. She seems to be staying home with the pups, or you know, we only really saw her that one time when they came into our territory when there were no pups of the season in the young hunter's quest, and she came down and fought us. Cole, I don't think we're going to be hunting them. We're pretty much just here for territory right now. And yeah, so they definitely have a death marker above their head, and we're gonna do our best. We have, you know, been losing almost every single fight to the Templetons that we've run across, which is really unfortunate, and I've kind of been chalking it up to the fact that you know, the girls, they have a really hard time with the fact that they're having conflict with each other. And Wren also made an amazing comment that, you know, maybe he's aware of that fact and he's being essentially really manipulative and kind of pitting the two sisters together so he can reap the benefits of the two of them having an altercation. So, you know, I'm thinking that that is probably why we had so many issues every time we fought with them. But no more. No more. We're going to be tactical. We're going to be smarter. We're going to be more on top of things and do our best to get this situation handled as quickly as we can. We can see all their territory down there. So everything in this lower elevation, this is all Templeton territory. We've been here quite a few times. And I am ready to move in on them and take a lot of what they have. And I'm sure we're probably going to be meeting them at future den raids and other things, but you know, they do come for us when we go into their territory. So we need to do it at a time where everybody is feeling pretty fresh and healthy, because we don't want to bite off more than we can chew with these guys. But if we can lure them away or find a smaller group of them and really start to pick them off kind of one at a time, especially if we can get Harbinger, because he was the one who kind of started all of this, I would really, really love that. So let's go east. We're going to start a little bit farther away. We still have some energy and our affinity is looking great. Cole, his health is up to 70, so I do think he is slowly regenerating, perhaps. There's a cougar there. And yeah, sorry I keep flipping back to this screen all the time. Definitely let me know if that is really annoying, because I can do my best to... Cole, you're feeling so confident. I can do my best to kind of, you know, regulate what I'm showing here on camera, because I don't necessarily need you guys around with it, but I do need to flip back pretty often to just, you know, kind of confirm where I'm at and make sure I'm doing what needs to be done. So we are catching some sense there already. Let's just see what is going on. I'm pretty sure... Okay, no, that's just a dispersal. So we should be okay. We're also near a den. I feel like they have all of the elk in this area as well. I'd like to maybe take as much of this territory as I can without attracting them by howling. I mean, I feel like they can kind of find you regardless, but I do feel like howling brings them to you faster. Could be wrong, but we are, you know, technically doing an invasion here. And I feel like howling is also why you take a hex over faster, is because the wolves do know that you're there and they can come to you faster, versus when you're just marking it, they don't find you out as quickly, so it's like less risky, but it takes longer. Could be pure speculation, but that is my feelings on the matter. There we go. So we've got that one. I think we can probably safely howl now. And yeah, so this is going to be what I'm doing for a little while. We'll see if we run into anyone, and I will bring you guys back if we see anything interesting. Alright, well, we do have a fresh hex invasion. Not sure where that is going to be. Probably right here. And we are still in the Templeton territory. We're actually heading towards the Hex invasion and towards their scent marker. We just went over to the Hex to the west, so let's see what we're working with there. I'm a little bit nervous about doing and confronting a Hex invasion because of our pup's health. We may rally though and call everyone over since they are in the 70% health, but I know Cole can just drop that so fast. And we're having a hard time targeting him, at least during that elk hunt we were. Targeting them just like was not an option, so let's make sure to take this over all the way and then possibly see what's going on with that Hex invasion. I mean, I guess it is also a possibility to just leave and let them take that Hex invasion over. Oh gosh, we're really not in the correct Hex here. Let's just go ahead and howl, even though we haven't taken it over yet. Yeah, our energy is really low to be dealing with a Hex invasion. Which is why I would like to get it up higher, but that just always seems like an impossibility around here. Alright friends, well I've done a little bit of investigating and I'm pretty sure the Hex invasion that's happening is from Swamp Lake, so I'm not too concerned about that because we plan on taking more territory down to the south. I honestly don't care if they take a little bit more territory from the north because I really just want to focus on the Templetons right now, so we're not going to worry about them. We also did do a secondary howl to call over, I believe it's probably Blaze who's coming and not Nisha, because I thought for a moment we might be dealing with the Hex invasion, but it was not the Hex that I thought it was. So we actually came over and found the den that Blaze and Cole were born in, and it's not too terribly far from our den. I did go ahead and put a marker. It is, you know, over a Hex away, so it is going to be a little bit difficult to get the pups over here, but that is going to be one of my goals. This is the den that the boys were born in, and I feel like they're pretty excited to be back, so I would like to go ahead and raise the pups over here whenever it is that we feel safe enough to do so. So Blaze, did you come on through, buddy? Yep, there you are. Hi, bud. Thank you so much for responding to our howl. We're not actually going to do an invasion like I said we would, so don't you worry about that. I think we are actually ready to just go ahead and go home and spend time with the pups. We did go ahead and reinforce that Hex, and I think we can just go ahead and head straight back to everyone, say hi to Nisha, and go down for another sleep. Yeah, this is the rendezvous site that the boys were raised in right here, so it's a really great location. We can actually just straight through those trees, you can actually see the den. Oh, so Sleepy's like, yep, I'm home. I know this patch of grass. And then straight through our burnt down forest is the cursed den that we are in currently. I believe it's probably up on this rock face here. Yeah, so it's not too insanely far, but it always feels farther when you have little ones. So we'll see when we can get that to happen. Obviously, we do need to chase out a bear in order to get to that den as well. So we will just have to see, but we were able to take a few hexes from the Templetons. We left that one because I didn't want to go all the way into the corner. I'd rather just kind of focus more on cutting them off here. But yeah, so we were able to at least take those over. We know the names. Get away from my den. Go away. And we know the names of the wolves that have a target on their back, so we will absolutely be pursuing them when we can, but we need to get everybody healthy and fed and make sure everyone is doing okay. All right. Back at the den, let's go ahead and do a quick smell check. Make sure there's nothing crazy on the wind. Hello, kids. We can get you a little bit of food. Probably a little bit too much food. Everybody's regurgitating for the pups. They want to make sure that they are well fed. And let's go ahead and get these name tags on. So we have Kindle over here. And Kindle is a very dark pup. And Spark is a little bit lighter. So they definitely, I can't wait to see when they grow up and see the different coats that they have. Alright, so it actually looks like that regurgitant already got eaten up. I'm not used to the other pack members being able to eat that up. I'm always worried that we're gonna have to make sure that it doesn't go to waste. And I'd like to bring an antler home for the kids too. That sounds fun. Just like a little, maybe a spike elk antler, just a little one that the kids can carry around. We're gonna have to take a look at what that pack invasion did to our territory from Swamp Lake. Hopefully it's nothing too crazy. Let's go ahead and get in a good habit of woofing the kids back into the den when we wake up. Kindle, you don't listen to anything, do you, kiddo? Okay, sending the kids back in. Do a nice howl. We do have territory bite. I need to remember that to make sure that we howl in the morning. I know. Alright, let's call the kids back out and get them some breakfast. I don't think I can regurgitate for them. I don't know if anybody else can. Probably not. We do still have this carcass over here, so that might be a good opportunity to get these guys a little bit of extra food. Oh, we can regurgitate. Perfect. Oh, you hungry, Cole? He's whining at me. You're not that hungry, buddy. You just want to get out into the big wide world. He's like, Dad, what are we going to do today? I think he loves running around with Dad. Now he looks like he's begging Mom to go out. He's like, somebody go out with me. I want to adventure. Okay. Awesome. Well, I don't know who is quite going to stay behind today, but I think it would be good. Possibly, it may take a lot more energy, but we could go north and go around and do that kind of a loop. Hi, Miss Nisha. I'm assuming Nisha's probably gonna want to stay. Nisha, I don't think Nisha's quite getting as upset when Blaze is all confident now that he's a 1-year-old. Spark, your dad has trauma. So let's not go super far from the den, shall we? Alright. Yeah, and knowing that we're gonna leave this den, I'm not too concerned about all the fleas that we're gonna have, so maybe it is smart to just go ahead and put the pups in. Oh, looks like Blaze and Cole are gonna go off on an adventure without Dad. Oh my goodness. You know, I'm pretty curious if they're going to mark territory, so I think I might go ahead and leave them to it. And it looks like Nisha and Timber are going to be off on their own adventure. So let's see what we can get up to. I guess we'll leave these for the boys and then just go straight this way and see what we can find. Yep, we know fleas are bad. We don't want to be in that den anyway, so hopefully we won't get too itchy and that will affect things. We will have to find out. Alright, we are here in the Templeton territory and we just took down their hex and now we are going to be putting down our own scent marker and possibly getting a rally. And see what kind of mischief we can get up to in this territory here. Let's go ahead and probably continue west and see what that carcass is doing. Get this all the way up to 100% and then continue out west with these guys. Alright, we have a wolf here. Who are you? 1212. Okay, you're just a stardust dispersal. We really don't care about you, and you're already pretty fearful, so I don't even know why you're really growling at us, buddy. This isn't even your territory. Let's give him a good old bite, and he is going to be out of here. Alright, perfect. We are taking this spot over for ourselves and keep on heading west. Well, we've got Shuffle over here in the Templeton territory, which is now ours, by the way. Shuffle, anybody with a theme like that, was originally from the Lucky Pack, so we've got another dispersal over here. Let's go ahead and give him a bite. It says Elements Pack, so he must have kind of rehomed himself. Possibly had a mate and then it didn't work out. We don't want to be taking too much damage because we're saving all of our health for the Templetons. But this guy is pretty close to moving on, so we're just going to make sure that he does. There he goes. Perfect. Make sure everybody knows that we mean business around here. And we can't be gone for too much longer, but our carcass is really close by, so we're going to make sure to swing by there and see if we can get just a little bit more food. Cole's minor injury just healed. Looks like these boys are doing quite a bit of territory marking while we are out, which is awesome. I'm glad that they are doing that because I know the dev said that your pack mates wouldn't really be doing a whole lot of territory marking, and that is mostly for the pack leaders, so it's good to see that the boys are putting in some work there. And let's go ahead and just see if we can get a little bit more food, and then we will make our way back to the pups and hopefully be able to see them one more time before we end the episode off today. Perfect. We just chased some coyotes off of this, and there is quite a bit of food, and we were pretty darn hungry too, so I'm glad Nisha came along with us so she can fill right back up. And looks like the boys are still pretty north. They're probably going to have to find their own way for some food, or they can enjoy this nice meat chunk that we are going to bring back for everyone. So let's go ahead and start... I'm not in a fight. Start making our way back to the pups before they run out of affinity. Alright, so we are returning home just about the time that Blaze and Cole are also making their return. We can see them on the map here, so everybody had a wonderful family excursion. We didn't run into any Templetons, but you know, I know that time will be coming soon. Pups, that was a little bit early to come out of the den, I'm gonna be honest, but I know that you missed mom and dad, so hello. Let's go ahead and get them a little bit of food, and then we might, well, Blaze and Cole have this little meat chunk here, so hopefully they will be eating it shortly, and then if we need to, we can get them a little bit of regurgitant as well. Let's go ahead and do a sniff. What are these squares? Oh, your pack. So Blaze and Cole maybe were marking territory, and that we see the little square. That's interesting. I've never seen that square before. And everybody is also very tired, which is understandable. Cool, are you guys feeling... Oh, they are super full. Okay, perfect. Well, that is just about awesome then. So why don't we go ahead and take a little seat here. Want to make sure we're still keeping an eye on everyone. But thank you guys so much for joining in on the episode. I know last episode was really, really crazy. Not a fun one, but I'm here and I'm ready to make a stand against the Templetons and really just keep this pack going strong, because as sad as that was to lose a couple of pups, we got to keep going and we got to be here for these two. So definitely leave a like on the video if you are interested in seeing more wolf quests on the channel, and subscribe if you want to know when I post. So thank you guys so much again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.